Hey besties, I'm Jet.
And I'm Victoria.
And welcome to the Book Besteas Podcast, where the books are good,
The takes are honest.
and the tea is always hot.
Today, we are diving into the prequel of the Throne of Glass series, Assassin's Blade. Let's learn about Selena.
Let's talk about why we chose this book as the first book that we're reading in the series. Because I know that's,
A lot of people have strong
controversial.
opinions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody read it differently.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How about you go? Because you're the one who suggested we read it in this order.
yeah, I was like, I kind of want to know what happened and what really affected her to become the person that we're going to meet in Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
And I know that they said, "Oh, it's not the same, but to me I feel like the emotional damage that this book gave me, it wasn't going to be the same if I read it the third.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz I would have already fallen in love with like the next characters in the book.
That's true.
In the series, I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
If I got to choose, I would also choose reading it first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because of the whole Sam arc, there's no
Mhm.
other way for me.
I think because I fell in love with that guy too right away in Throne of Glass, then I would have been more invested in him than kind of like feel for Sam.
Right. And also where she's coming from as a character. If you could use one word to describe your first impression of Selena, what would it be?
Badass.
Ooh!
Yeah. I know she wasn't perfect. I know she has some like growing up to do, but I could already see like, that she's badass and she has potential. She's strong for her age, So, what about you?
Mine was fierce. I think she has this deep fire within her. Even though she keeps pushing back on her fate, she's gonna keep moving forward.
Yeah. And I love that this book too, like even if it's a prequel, it still didn't reveal some of what's going to happen in the future. Like
Yeah.
or like her full past.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you like the novella format?
I did not. I hated it. Because I didn't get to dive deep enough into each of the characters. I felt like, especially the first one with Rolf, it felt forced almost.
Oh, interesting.
How about for you?
It worked for me.
Yeah?
I like the short story format.
Okay.
Actually, I liked it.
So we're going to dive into each of the novellas kind of in order, but we could jump around loosely.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold us to that. So with the assassin and the pirate lord being the first, and what was your first impression?
It worked for me because it gave us, a glimpse of the characters, like why they're there. So meaning like, oh, okay, like she's an assassin, Sam is also an assassin, and then Arabin is king of assassins, something like that. We see Selena having the heart for people with the slaves.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. So I feel like that's a really, great information about her. And I love her for that.
Yeah.
Seeing her dynamic with Sam. They're always trying to like compete against each other in a sense. But also like the kind of guy Sam is like, he's not really like trying to like be above her anyways.
That's true.
Yeah. He's like okay with it.
He's okay with it.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel threatened by her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though she very much sees him as like the not ultimate enemy, but definitely sees him very much as competition.
It's competition.
And wants to one-up him.
Right.
And what I liked about this was her being able to stand up on behalf of the slaves, for sure. What I didn't like about it is I felt like the pirate lord, Rolf, didn't feel quite a villain and not quite a morally gray character either. He almost, to me, kind of felt like wishy-washy and very one-dimensional.
I have to agree.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have to agree, especially like later on in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, when she overcame him to save the slaves, it almost felt unearned. Like I didn't know enough about him to determine that he was actually smart enough. But at the same time, I was like, how was he able to run this whole Skulls Bay with all of these pirates who are trying to basically take his riches? And then yet she can outsmart him so easily. It felt too easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now the assassin and the healer, we get to meet Yuri.
I know. It was giving women supporting women.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
But I also love Irene's backstory.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's so relatable because don't we almost all of us have moments where we feel like we got stuck in something? We thought it was temporary, it was a stepping stone, and then we couldn't figure out quite how to get out of that. And for me, it was really inspirational for Selena to literally come into her life and see that potential in her as a barmaid. And that very moment when Selena was like, her steps look very particular, like controlled or something. It's like, how do you even notice that? Or why does she even bother to notice that? That says a lot about Selena's character too.
Yeah. I love Selena. But I could say it like 100 times and it's still, I would say again and again. The fact that she has that urge to like help people.
Yes.
Right? Like in this case, it's not just like helping a slave, because that's one thing, because it's wrong. So she would, save them to kind of like be the savior of them, or to correct things somehow. But this one, it's not because like Irene is in a wrong position, but she just feels like it could be a better position for her. And I relate a lot to her. Sometimes, I don't know if you notice it, but sometimes I feel like whenever I come across people who are in a situation that I feel like I could be of help, I feel that urge.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want to be a part of their life and like maybe at least like help somehow in any way I can. It doesn't have to be big, but
yeah.
yeah.
And I see it as that you and Selena both see the potential in someone, and that they just with a little bit of a push,
Yes,
they could become so much more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that besides teaching Irene how to fight, she also left that message to Irene and like gave her money and even the brooch from Otterland, the ruby one, right?
Yes.
There was a quote there that says, maybe it was just for what and who Selena would never be. So it was like an ode to whatever she could have become. For me, that's how I saw it. And it's like she already it already kind of gave me a perspective like, oh, okay, so Selena probably is someone different than who she really is, or maybe like she's close to like just being an assassin. And like the fact that she could never become somebody else than an assassin, that's what she thinks, right? That's why she would give that chance to someone else, to a different woman.
Yeah, and on that note, one note that I took is that she's almost cultivating good karma for herself, and I really hope that it comes back around for her.
Do you think she already was hoping that for good karma?
I don't think she was doing it because of karma, but because of the goodness of her heart.
Okay.
But in effect, as a result, she was gathering good karma for herself.
Right.
I also love that the way that she makes sure that Irene trains is by saying, hey, like these guys are attacking you, figure it out. I'm not going to save you. You save yourself.
Yeah.
And that gave Irene the courage to tell herself going forward that, oh, I did it in that moment. I could do it the next time.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite novella.
Really? Irene?
Yeah, the Irene one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the third one, The Assassin in the Desert? This is probably like my least favorite.
Ooh, interesting. Why?
It felt dragging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the whole Ansel thing, like being friends, and then, trying to get the mute master to like train with her or like speak, and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden it's because like Ansel is, being a traitor, but like we also kind of understand that is she really a traitor, or like if she's doing what's like best for her, her kingdom or something.
Right.
So
would you say that she was morally gray at that time, or she truly just was misguided?
I don't think she was even misguided. I think it was her choice. Like I think she had to make a choice. I think she just really had to make a choice for her kingdom.
Yeah.
Like she would choose her kingdom over Silence Assassins, and I think to me it's kind of valid. Like I see where, it's probably like there are other ways probably, I don't know, but like I can see where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Like I'm not judging her.
Yeah. I feel like the mute master handled it improperly. to me.
Improperly.
Yes, because he knew that Ansel had this intention for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't do anything about it. He just assumed that she was just going to find her way.
Mhm.
But the point of her being there was because she wanted to train with him. So if you're not going to give her any time or attention, what else is she thinking to do? And she's so young and by herself. Like, you got to give her more guidance.
What did you think of Ilias?
Okay, I'm the type that I prefer guys who talk. So the fact that he was
He doesn't talk?
he doesn't talk. I felt like he was a bit more proactive than I thought he was going to be, given that he doesn't talk, which I appreciated. He feels like he'd be a hot guy.
Right? Like, I think he was described to be a hot guy, and for a second I thought that Selena and him was gonna be like, something.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
even
it was gearing toward that,
Right,
sort of.
but it never happened.
It never happened. I honestly couldn't see them as Endgame, though.
No, absolutely not. But I thought that was just gonna be like, maybe like a night or like
yeah,
even if like a little fling.
Yeah, I could see that for her. Why
Totally.
not? Hit that.
Yeah. What did you think when
Ansel's betrayal.
Ansel's betrayal. Selena is gonna shoot Ansel, gave her an extra minute.
Yeah. I would have given her that minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you would have too.
I would have too. Yeah.
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 Because we both agree she has learning to do, and it wasn't, she thought that was her only option.
Yeah. And we gotta remember, like, Selena and almost everyone here are like young.
Yeah.
At this point. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you think about it even in the most basic terms, Selena herself has killed people as an assassin.
As an assassin.
Yeah. So
At a
what makes
very
her
young
any
age.
better? Yeah.
Yep.
Another thing I thought really stood out in this novella is that I felt like she was humbled. Selena.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because as the top Arabian assassin, that was kind of the way she saw her identity for the longest time. For now to see that there's a whole bunch of people who are actually much more skilled than her, it was an awakening to her. Like, oh, actually, I could be even more than what I am now.
As if like she's also a little bit naive.
Yeah. I don't blame her. I mean, Arabin kind of cultivated all of that.
Yeah. Very manipulative.
Very manipulative.
Oh, I hate Arabin.
I hate Arabin.
Yeah, let's talk more about him later. But let's go to the next novella, The Assassin and the Underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, probably like one of my favorites.
Ooh, okay, because Sam's back.
Sam's back. Dan's like, oh, are they a thing in Sam? And we see that Sam's like such a sweet guy.
Oh.
And then so remember before this novella, actually, let's backtrack a little bit. Because of what happened with Rolf, the fact that Arabin actually hurt Selena and Sam.
Right.
So anyways, they're back. Also, this is my favorite, and this one is the Dorian and Kale cameo. Okay, Dorian and Kale is just a character in the next books, but you don't know who he is. But there's a cameo. And it wasn't confirmed, but
okay, she just had to add that in, and she was so excited.
I stand by it.
Okay,
it's them.
It's believable.
It's believable, right?
Yeah, it adds up. We also get to see that she finally realizes that Arabin's betraying her.
Mm-hmm.
Because for the longest time, she saw him as a morally great character, but she always thought that at the very least, because she is his top assassin, that he would have her best interests in mind. Then we find out, no, that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
That sense of betrayal, I feel like, wasn't just because she felt attached to him, but because of her identity being his top assassin. Meant that, like, who is she really at this point?
Right.
Like, almost everything that she's deemed as important in her life is now up in the air.
Yeah.
And where does Sam fit into all of that?
But then also, like, I think that's why The Assassin in the Desert is such a crucial experience for her, is because when she met the Mute Master, which I think is such a great person.
Yes.
I feel like then she kind of have a glimpse of like what a true and kind leader could be.
Mm-hmm.
And so like in contrast with Arabin, it's kind of like, I don't think that's how it's supposed to be, right?
Right, which was actually then I found so shocking that Arabin's the one who sent her to the Mute Master. What was his intention behind that? Like, what did he think he was going to personally get out of it? I wonder. But at the end of the day, the Mute Master's the one who gave her the gold to be able to free herself from Arabin.
Yeah.
But then we also get to see that Sam kind of feels like, oh, I love Selena, but does she really love me back? And he almost stepped away. He got to the point of being like, oh, I'm going to leave permanently because what am I here for? He also had an identity crisis.
Yeah. Well, okay. I think this was happening when Selena was trapped underground, the sewers, and she was gonna die.
Right.
Yeah. And Sam saved her.
Uh-huh. Oh, what is going to happen? I knew she couldn't die yet, but like, how is he going to do it?
I feel like it's not talked about that much that Sam actually saved her life.
Oh, yeah.
And like she wouldn't have continued into like the next 7 books if that didn't happen. So.
Yeah, and he didn't even know that she was there at first. He had to figure that out first and then save her.
And then we got into a point of like them having this banter of Sam's already in love with her, but then in his mind, Selena would never choose him or like would never love him. But then she finally admitted it too.
I know. Oh, my heart.
When he finally said, like, because I love you. And I'm like, there you go. I've been waiting for that. And then he thought that Selena would choose Arabin over him.
Right.
And then Selena's like, you're an idiot because I'd pick you.
Oh.
I was like, oh my God, they're so cute.
So sweet. He's so pure of heart.
Oh, yeah. That love is so pure.
So pure. Even despite him growing up being an assassin just like her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to the assassin and the empire. So Selena and Sam finally officially are a thing. And then she tries to buy Sam's freedom.
Yeah. She did.
She
was
did.
able to,
right. She doesn't just try. She did.
She got an apartment.
They're having some domestic life.
Yeah.
Aww.
So cute.
So cute. But basically right after she buys his freedom, Arabin does what with the money? He used that money to bid on Lysandra. What a slap in the face. Because also, for the longest time, she was wondering if she was in love with Arabin and if Arabin was in love with her. So then to find out that like, oh yeah, I took her first night. It's like, wow. Asshole. He's just crazy too.
His mind games.
His manipulation.
Yep.
Is top notch. Oh, and the fact that she got Sam's freedom by selling her beloved horse. Oh.
She truly loves Sam.
But also to think that like Sam's life was equivalent to a horse's life. That hurts.
I love Sam.
Sam is so precious and he deserves so much more.
Absolutely. Now these two lovers want to get out of Rifthold. Was it Selena's idea, remind me again, or was it Sam's idea?
They both wanted to, but Sam wanted to do it much quicker than her. She was willing to wait a little bit longer.
But then she agreed, right?
She agreed.
And then now they need the money to get out of the guild because
yes,
they wouldn't be able to get a job too, right?
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about Sam being very respectful of Selena.
Oh.
But he was like willing to wait. I love that when you mentioned like the domestic life. I feel like that was so cute because we also learned that Selena is very
bougie?
High maintenance. Yeah. Bougie, high maintenance, and she does like expensive stuff. And the lavender soap.
Oh, it's so relatable though. Like my partner, I would be like, okay, like yes, once in a while use the expensive one, but like for the most part, just use the cheaper soap because I don't know, maybe that's just me.
But that's totally you. And then your partner is totally him because he would probably say like, why not? Like,
yeah,
you know, like we should totally use the expensive stuff. Like, why would you use it when you're 40 if you could use it now? Their love is so pure.
Very pure.
And I was gonna say, there's no smut in this book. There's no smut with Sam, yet I fell in love with the guy.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I don't even know if Sam is hot, and I don't need to know. It's like he just really...
He loves her so much.
Like, my heart is just like, I like the guy. I love the guy. Like, doesn't matter if he looks hot. It doesn't matter if he's, like, recent hot or Zayden hot. Like, I really like Sam.
Oh. Guys, she cried really hard.
Oh,
for
yeah.
days when
For days.
he
I was
died.
like crying.
Oh.
Every time like I hear a sad song, and I love sad songs, so I listen to a lot of sad songs, and like for like 3 days I was like I can't listen to any sad songs or else I would cry. And I still think about Sam today, and it's been a while. Like I still think of him and I'm like, why is it so sad? So yeah, the reason why I'm sad is because unfortunately Sam died.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna talk about it? Because I don't want to talk about it or else I'm gonna cry.
Well, okay, I have a really hot take that I know you're not gonna like, but you've already heard it. So my hot take is that he was bound to die young. I feel like he was too.
I'm like, here, eye rolling.
I feel like he was too brash with the whole situation. Selena was willing to wait to slowly build up the funds that they needed to properly escape, but he was like, no, we gotta get out immediately. And then he takes the most dangerous possible mission that every other assassin in the city has turned down. Why? Because you're gonna die doing it. And then he goes alone. He insists to Selena that he should do this alone.
Well, maybe he really thought that he can, and besides, he's 17.
Okay, but then doesn't that still make my point though? Or that doesn't negate my point that he was brash. He should have been more careful. So he was bound to die young. I said it.
Okay, being rash doesn't really equate to like dying young.
Well, in the case of being an assassin, yes. Assassin plus being rash, you will die young.
Fine. Whatever. I don't want him to die.
Of course I don't want him to die. Okay.
But he doesn't deserve to be tortured like that.
Of course not.
Oh my god, that was so hard for me to read. Like when Selena was waiting for Sam at the apartment and then she's packing up her stuff and she couldn't. It's like as if she knows in at the back of her mind that something's wrong or like this is probably not gonna push through and stuff like that. And then she went hours of like going around thinking where he is, even went out. And like, if that was me, I would have like passed out.
Oh, yeah.
Like the anxiety, like my anxiety was just like way up there. Like I'm having anxiety now just thinking about if that was you.
If that was me, I would have forbade him from taking the job.
No. But what if he's already out and like,
Of course I would have passed out.
I would have passed out in like hour 2.
Yeah.
I didn't have anyone to like cling to, Like I think it's different when you're waiting, but then there's a friend or like there's a family member like waiting with you, right?
And that's the thing. He was her whole life at that time.
Oh,
she's gonna start crying again. Oh. Let's continue before she starts bawling again. After he dies, and then she finds out, she obviously wants to get revenge. And then we find out there's another Arabin
plot. Yeah.
That involves her eventually going to Endovia.
I hate freaking Arabin. Like,
yep.
He's probably still like the worst villain up to date for me.
Same.
Yeah.
Of Empyrean series, out of Akatar, TOG. Oh, even
Crescent City,
Shield of Sparrows.
Yeah,
he tops it all. Yeah. And then when later on in the series, we'll talk about that later, but it just keeps, wow. Okay, let's switch gears and have some fun. Let's do a quick would you. All right, you ready? Would you have let Sam go to kill the mob boss henchman himself?
No.
Okay, would you have let Ansel go, well, we already answered this, after she let the army into the Silent Assassin's place?
Yes.
Okay, would you have trained with the Mute Master or left early?
I would have trained.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to dig deeper into that one because I know that you felt like that novella wasn't the most interesting for you.
Yeah.
But why would you want to train with him?
I think it's intriguing.
Yeah?
Yeah, to find out like what they could offer.
Yeah. What would you have done after you found out that Arabin had bid for Lysandra?
Nothing.
Nothing? Yeah.
I can care less, honestly.
Good for you. Walk away from that, girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about favorite quotes and moments.
I have so much. Ooh. I like the time when Sam taught her how to not feel nervous. Oh. I'm Sam Cortland and I'm and I will not be afraid.
Oh, I have that as a favorite quote too.
Oh, and I feel like it goes on and like later in the series. It's a very important like quote that Selena stood by her whole life, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of mine is a quote, a tug on a strand of some invisible web. So Selena decided to tug back just to see how far and wide the reverberations would go. And that's the Urine novella.
I also liked I love you. And from today onward, I want to never be separated from you. Wherever you go, I go, even if it means going to hell itself. Wherever you are, that's where I want to be forever. And I know it's sad in a context of like, obviously he died, right? So it
Right.
never happened. But the thing is, it did happen because he really stayed with her.
In her heart.
In her heart. And like, I feel like he's there watching. He's always with her.
Yeah.
He's every step of the way. And so, yeah, he's there forever with her.
That's so beautiful. Another quote is, hoped that an assassin's jewel would pay for a healer's education. She's always going to keep giving.
Yeah. She would tuck Sam into her heart, a bright light for her to take out whenever things were darkest. And then she would remember how it had felt to be loved when the world had held nothing but possibility. Sam was her light.
Yes. And her life.
And I feel like with what she's going to go through, I think the fact that she knows that she was loved that deeply, it's sort of like somehow enough, right, to keep her going.
Yeah, for sure. Because it shows you your value too.
Yeah.
Especially since Arabins treated her basically as disposable. I have one last thing. It's not a quote, but when Sam got her the sheet music.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was really sweet. Because music's been a huge part of her life. It speaks so deeply to her.
I would never move on from the Assassin's Blade. I don't know. I'm like,
or are you more like you won't move on from Sam?
No, just I like the book.
Not just because of Sam?
Well, Sam is a huge part. Yeah.
Oh.
You know me, I like the sad ones. But I mean, like, I would never move on from Throne of Glass anyways, from the whole series.
Series.
The series.
For
my
sure.
top one.
Okay.
Undefeated.
Now we're going to dive into the whole series. So if you have not read the whole series, pause here, save, come back.
Finish it.
Yes, finish it. So, character conversation. We talk so much about Sam overall, but let's talk about him in the series, what it means to her thereafter.
Well, like I said, he becomes like a part of her whole life.
Yes.
In the sense of like, she always says like, I am Aelin Galathynius and I will not be afraid. Or like, I'm Selena Sardothian and I would not be afraid. I remember when Kale asked her, I think it was Kale, right? If he loved her.
Oh, I don't remember that. Yeah.
I think Kale was I think it was Kale or maybe it was Dorian, but someone asked her if Sam loved her. Yeah, and then it was like more than anybody else, right? Like so deeply.
So deeply. Oh, Sam.
And then the fact that like I don't think she ever like stopped loving Sam.
He'll always have a very special place in her heart.
Yeah. And the fact that Rowan respected that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Rowan's special too.
Rowan's so special.
Dorian's special.
Dorian's special.
Yeah. They could acknowledge that there's someone that's going to hold a certain place in her heart always, because it was also not just because he loved her so much, but because that was a pivotal moment in her life.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Sam appearance later on in the series in Heir of Fire. Sam deserved better. I wish I would have seen him grow too. Like, you see how like with Aelin, we saw her grow?
Yes.
It feels like as if we're their parents, right? Like even with Dorian and Kale, it feels like, wow, like they just transformed by the end of the series, and I feel like I would have wanted to see that with Sam.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it was meant to be. So, Rolf, I felt like by the end of the series, we finally realized that there's so much more to him than we thought. That at the very least, that he has so much more of a heart.
Yes, but I still feel like it was okay, like even if Rolf was not a recurring.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah. It was honestly more so that they could have his army.
Yeah.
Not that he himself would be a
Still
pivotal.
has a
Yeah.
yeah.
I see
And
that.
the fact that like he also became like one of the lords of Terrasen is like that's totally like, you know,
It
like,
was a
not
stretch for
needed.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I think they tried too hard to establish him as someone by giving him the role of like being the water.
It's not even needed to me too.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
to me it felt so unnecessary.
Yeah.
Next we have Ansel.
Well, I already said that I feel like with Ansel, the similarities with her and Aelin, that's what I couldn't say earlier, is that if it was Aelin, then she would choose to save Terrasen too.
She'd do what she has to do.
So in a sense, I feel like she's a mirror. That's why she chose to give her the extra time. Because if it was her too, like if it was her in that position to save Terrasen, she would wish that someone would give her an extra minute to survive.
Wow. Okay, I'm that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I did not think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. I have actually 2 questions for you. Do you think without Selena showing up, Ansel's whole trajectory would have been different?
No. I think Ansel is a mirror of Selena. She would do whatever it takes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I even think like when she came back, it wasn't because of like some debt to Selena, right? I love the fact that she came back because she knows that Aelin loved her kingdom very much. Like it was for that reason, because she knows how it is to feel that way. Again, they're mirrors. It wasn't because like, oh, because she gave me an extra minute, so I owe it to her,
right,
kind of thing. The silent assassins owe it to her. You know, it was a life debt.
Yeah.
But for her, it wasn't. I think the 1 minute that Selena gave, or like Aelin gave, got paid when she used the red hair color to become Ansel. Like that was the premium for it. But in the case of like her giving her army,
right,
is more of because like I stand with you because I know exactly how it feels.
Wow. Okay. I agree with that take, and it's mind opening to me. I see Ansel in a very different light now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. So now about Yrene.
You like Yrene very much.
Oh, I love Yrene. She's
and then she ended up with Gale.
I know.
Okay, and by the end we're okay with Gale, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean I like Yrene, but she's not really like my favorite. But I can only imagine that like you like her very much, and then she ended up being with Gale in Tower of Dawn.
I know. The way she ended up with him, though, it's a reflection of how amazing she is. Like, it just one-upped her, in a sense, to me.
But in the beginning,
it was very frustrating.
Yeah, I was like, really? Like Yrene and Gale, right?
I know, because she deserves so much better, to be honest. But she earned her man. She transformed this man, and now he's like 200% devoted to her.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
And literally, too. I mean, if he dies, she dies, and vice versa. Like,
what would you have felt better if Yrene actually got together with Dorian?
Ooh. I can't see them
that's
together.
Interesting.
That is an interesting question, or proposal, rather, but
I could see it.
You can see it?
Yeah.
I can't.
I can see it.
Why?
I mean, like, first of all, let's not forget that Dorian fell in love with Sorcha.
But Sorcha's so different.
And then Yrene also is very, like, I don't know. I can see it. It could happen if there's no Manon. But I feel like, obviously, Manon is Dorian's. But
yeah. No, I still can't see it. Okay. We already talked so much about Airbend.
I hate him, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, he also came back again in Queen of Shadows. I still hated him there.
I know. Well, at that point, like, even in his will, he still needs to screw her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let's move on from Airbend.
Yes.
All right, let's play another game.
Yes.
True or false? Sam Cortland was Selena's greatest love.
True.
Oh.
I know you didn't expect me to say that.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. Explain. Why not Rowan?
Rowan is her greatest partner. She needs him. He needs her.
At the right time.
At the right time in the right place for the right position. As the queen, she needs someone like Rowan. But also it's much deeper than that, of course. But with Sam, because he's the one who helped her see that she could love herself.
That's beautiful. I'm probably gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. Selena trusted too easily in this book.
No.
No.
No, I think everyone that she trusted is well deserved, or except Arabin. But he's so good with manipulation. I don't blame her.
Sam and Selena would not have worked long term.
Yes,
Really? Why?
because he would die. I keep saying he would die too young.
Besides dying, like if he doesn't die, like do you think they would break up for a breakup reason?
No.
So they would have been long term.
Yeah.
All right. Sam would have made a great king.
No.
He would have after like 8 books. Hey, if Gale had his growth, why wouldn't Sam have his growth? And at least we're talking about a guy with potential here. A guy who's also an assassin, a guy who knows how to love, and a guy who knows where he stands, who knows what he believes in, and like who loves people, his people. If Aelin thinks Sam would have been a great king, why can't you?
Oh my goodness, she's coming at me, guys. Do you see this? I'm still thinking. Okay, I could see that. I could see the point that you make that Kale had a redemption arc, so why couldn't Sam grow into being a king?
Especially if Sam already started as a good person anyways.
Oh, I have no doubt that Sam's a great person.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like the level of Sam and Kale from where they started. You know what I mean? Like if Sam's here and Kale's here, and yet Kale was still able to like get there.
But Kale's not a king.
True.
I still can't, even after the redemption arc, I can't see Kale as a king.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, if Sam hadn't died, Selena wouldn't have become who she needed to be.
Yep. True.
Selena was at her softest in this book, and we'll never see her like this again.
False.
And why is that?
I think Rowan gives her the peace and comfort that she needs in a relationship, but then
That she could be soft too.
yeah, and as a partner, an equal partner.
Selena never fully healed from Sam.
True.
How can you, right? How can you even heal from that anyways?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Where would you put the Assassin's Blade in your series ranking?
I think I put it as my third to least favorite.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. What about you?
It was my 4th to least favorite. So it was my 5th.
Oh.
Yeah. It was number 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was 5.
Okay.
It was 5.
All right. It's pretty high up there then.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it.
All right.
It was a really great read. Like I was giggling with Sam, and like, oh, they finally like said I love you, and then all of a sudden my heart broke, and so I'm like, it was a roller coaster for me, so I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, given that, obviously next week we're gonna continue the fun with the Throne of Glass series.
Yes.
And we're finally getting into Throne of Glass, which is originally book 1 in the Throne of Glass series. So
And until then, see you next week, besties.
see ya.